Hello, Christy Ruffner here, and today we're going to do a quick update in My Paying Ads. As you know, I'm sure My Paying Ads has gone through some changes here at the beginning of this month, and it's taken me a couple of weeks to sort of get my feet underneath me and decide how, number one, how that's going to affect me, and in turn how that might affect you and how it's changing my strategies on continuing to build My Paying Ads, because quite frankly I've seen something like this coming for a while, and just because I'm realistic and I know somewhat how these businesses work, and I know that you can't just keep pulling money out of your ass and expect the system to continue to function. But the fact that they've come up with a solution that I see as, really building this business, as opposed to just, sticking their tail between their legs and running off like so many other admins do when they hit a juncture like this in their business. It leads me to believe that My Paying Ads will be here for the long term, that the people that are behind it, and that, Uday in particular, is a very smart man, and he's here for the right reasons. And so I'm going to continue growing My Paying Ads. It's not going to be as lucrative, it's not going to grow as quickly, it's not going to pay me as much, but it's still working and it's still paying, and I'm still withdrawing $200 a day. It's costing me more to do that, but that's okay. I'm here to support this business. I think that it's worth our time. Okay, so I'm here, I'm getting ready to log in. I haven't been in here yet today. The day is already half over here where I'm at, and in another 5 hours or so I'll be able to withdraw the next day's withdrawal. They have turned back on the surfing. The surfing has been disabled for a few days because all of the changes they made to the database in the back end created unexpected results where the load was too much and glitches were happening, and so they needed some time to work it all out. And quite frankly, I'm glad that that's the case, because that means that things are really happening in the background. Okay, understand that all of these problems means things are actually happening for the business, and that it's not just rhetoric. Okay, so these are all good signs, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to go ahead and log in. I have no idea what it's going to look like back here. Haven't been in there since last night. I probably need to surf. I know I'm going to have a lot of money to spend, and then I need to make a decision. Every time I come in here, I have to make a fresh decision. So anyway, let's go ahead and log in, and we'll see what we've got. The first thing that you do is you sit through a login ad. Alright, so now we're back from that. Here, this is, like I said, the first time that I've logged in since they've re-enabled the surfing, and so there is a message blinking on the front page for me to read. This is especially important for you to do if you're not in the Facebook group. The Facebook group always gets these informational messages before anywhere else, and then they always add it to the back office. So when you log in and you see this message flashing, do not mark it as read until you've actually read it. You're going to want to come over here and you want to click on Read More, and that's going to take you back into the message center, and here is that message. Now once again, you're not going to click Mark as Read because you have not read it yet. So we're going to click and open the message, and here is the message. This is essentially the same thing that they've had on the Facebook group in a post. And so you read this message, understand it clearly, and then that is when you click Mark as Read. And then it doesn't go anywhere but it's not going to show you that message again. You'll have to come and find it. And that is found here under the Activity tab under Admin Messages. Okay, so if you want to know where all the messages are from the admin, you come to your Activity tab and click on Admin Messages. That's where that's at. Okay. Now we're going to go back to my overview page and see what that looks like. And we can see here that all of my statistics are here. Now I don't think that they've updated the PayPal purchases as our new purchases. For me it really doesn't matter because I've withdrawn so much more beyond twice of what I've put into this program that does not matter to me. But there are many of you that does matter, because that funding is what's going to increase this available withdrawal limit. And unfortunately, if you want to withdraw at this time and that money hasn't been credited yet to your new AdPack purchases, then you're just going to have to put in some new money. Eventually you're going to have to do that anyway if you want to continue to withdraw from this system. So it's not anything that you're losing, and you know, if you want to withdraw, you're just going to have to do that. So I've made $920 in AdPack purchases from fresh money. This is from leader commissions and from my various processors. And so 920, when you double that, is $1,840. So I have already withdrawn $1,800, and that leaves me with $40 that I can still withdraw. Okay, so it's just math. There's really nothing difficult about understanding this. It's different, yes. The layout is different. It can be confusing at first, but it's just math. Twice of whatever you put into the system is what you can withdraw. So whether it's leader commissions or from a processor, that money, you double that, and that is what you're able to withdraw. Now I've been able to withdraw to all of my processors. I have not put in $920 from every processor. This is a combined from all my processors, and the withdrawal availability is combined for all processors. And I've just, I've put in my $200 request, and it has been approved for every processor. So that is something that I was curious about at first, and so far it's been working very smoothly. So I have 9 hours left to surf. I came in here yesterday actually and surfed before it was actually opened up. I just tried it. It worked, and so I did it. So I have 9 hours left. So I'm not going to worry about that at this time. We're going to continue to scroll down. I have $86.50 in my commission balance, which is from 4 different processors. Okay. Now this money is not considered new. It is money that was earned within the system, and it will be used to repurchase ad packs, and I will continue to do that because that's what earns me money into my earning balance. And if I don't repurchase and continue to grow, then all I'll have is what's there right now, and that will soon be depleted. Okay, so you need to continue with your initial strategy of repurchasing with your commission balance and your earning balance until you get to where you have enough that you can start withdrawing. That part of the strategy does not change. If you're new to this platform, then you come in and you put everything you've got right back into AdPacks. Earning balance, commission balance, processor, whatever you can afford, you put that into purchasing AdPacks until you get your AdPack level to the point where it's making enough on a daily basis that you can continue to replace what you lose and withdraw what you want. And then at that point, you need to start looking at putting fresh money, either from Leadership Commission or from processor, in order to keep your available withdrawal at the level that you need it to be on a daily basis. So right now, I have $40. Well, I'm going to go in and I'm going to add $100 from either one or multiple. I can split it up depending on what I need to replace. And I want to get this back up to $200 because that's what I'm going to want to withdraw when the clock kicks over Singapore time to April 19th, because that will be the next window that I'm able to withdraw. So I want to make sure that I have $200 worth in here that I can withdraw. That's going to require me to add an additional, let me see, I need $160. So $160, divide that by a half, and you've got $80. So I need to purchase at least $80 worth of ad packs from a processor or from my Leaders Commission. I have $10 in here right now. So I need another $70 from my processor, and that's depending on if I can use all of this. See, I won't be able to use all of this unless I need some $5 ad packs. So there are some limitations still, because you can't combine Leader Commission with processor yet. That's coming. But once you can combine processor purchases with Leader Commission, then you'll be able to utilize all of your Leader Commission whenever you want, because you can add that to additional processor funds and be able to make a purchase. But right now you can't do that. So unless I have $5 ad packs that I need to purchase, I probably won't be able to use the Leadership Commission. So that means that it'll all come from a processor. Well, that's okay, because I've made sure that I have money in each processor to make the purchase that I need in order to keep my available withdrawal at $200 a day. So all it takes is a little planning, and for each of you, it's going to take different kind of planning because of where you're at. For me, I already had money in my processors, so for me it was just making sure that I left enough to do what I need to do to stay at $200 a day. Some of you still have to build to that point where you can start withdrawing. And my message to you today is keep building. Build, build, build. And while you're building, put in as much fresh money as you can, whether it's $10 here, $25 there, $50 here. Just keep putting in that fresh money, because that's what's going to build your available withdrawal for the time when you are ready to start withdrawing. So start planning that now. Don't wait. Don't wait until your ad pack earnings are to the point where you can start withdrawing, and then you're looking at nothing and you don't have anything to build your available withdrawal with. Start building it now, and then that gives you much more flexibility down the road when you're ready to start. Okay, so I have 800. Let's see, what have I got here? My last withdrawal was to Bitcoin. I took $200 to Bitcoin. The one before that was to Pesa. The one before that was to Solid Trust. So I've been rotating around the different processors, because each processor I use differently. I've got another program that I'm using my Bitcoin for, so that money goes towards that. And each one of these goes to a different account and is used for different things. So, you just set a plan. Decide where you're going and how you're going to get there. I say this over and over and over again. And you just have to sit down and make a decision. This is where I want to be. How do I get there? and work your way back from there and decide what you're going to do. So let's go in here. We're going to hit the Finance tab. Finance tab is where you get your withdrawal history and where you can request your withdrawal. So we're going to go to the withdrawal history, and I'm going to show you that I've continued to withdraw $200 a day. Okay, so this has been happening. April 5th. Now this is where the site was down for a while. I made, this was my last one that I made that got canceled because of the new policies. So I had about 6 or 7 $200 withdrawal requests that were canceled from the 1st of April until the new site went live. The new policies went live on the 8th. Okay, so from there till the 10th, it took me some time to let the site sort of settle in, for us to be able to have access to the site, number one, for us to be able to withdraw, all that kind of stuff. And then as of the 10th, I started withdrawing again, $200 a day. You can see right here, $200 every day, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th. So essentially, the changes have not had an impact on me being able to withdraw $200 a day. Now the difference is that in order to keep this at $200 a day, I have to make a purchase of at least $100 a day in ad packs from processor, leader commission, or a combination of the two. Okay, so that's the difference. It costs me more. So my bottom line is half of what it was, but it's more than what I was making before I was involved with my paying ads. So I'm ahead of the game in my life, and you can be too if you'll focus on the abundance instead of the lack. So many people focusing on the lack, on how this change affects their bottom dollar and the lacking aspect of that, instead of focusing on the abundance, because the abundance is what's going to bring more abundance. And that's just the way it works. Okay? And it's a mindset. It's something that you have to train yourself. Every time you start thinking negatively, just sort of give yourself a slap and say, no, I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing over here. I'm focusing on my abundance. I'm focusing on what's working. I'm focusing on what I want, not where the lack is, not where I don't have, not my struggles. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let's take a look over here at the ad packs. We'll see what we have to purchase. And we're going to go here on this one. Okay, so I need a $10 ad pack and a $25 ad pack. And the last time I was in here, my $50 ad packs were at $853. So right now they're at $864. So the $50 ad packs are still growing. And so what I'll do is I'll come in here and I will, let's take a look at the $25 ad pack. See, what this is going to do is it's just going to bring me in here. Let's see. Okay, so I just withdrew from Coinbase, so I'm not going to withdraw from Coinbase again for at least another 2 or 3 days. So I've got some time to build this back up. So I'm going to spend all of my Coinbase, My next withdrawal will come from Payza, so I'm going to save $200 of this Payza and spend the rest of it. And then I'll go ahead and spend all of Solid Trust, because Solid Trust I'll withdraw from not this withdrawal but the next withdrawal, so I'll have time to build this back up to $200. Okay, so I'm going to spend all of this, and all but $200 of this on ad packs. And I'm going to add the commission and the earning balance together on each of these so that I can see what I have to work with, and then I'm going to work on utilizing my payment to the best. I'm going to use all the money as best I can. And there's no way to know that unless you've got the amounts sitting in front of you on a piece of paper going, okay, I've got a $10 ad pack here, I've got a $25 ad pack here, I can buy $5 $50 ad packs here, and you end up with as little money as possible. Okay, that's how I do it. So I'm not going to be able to use the cash balance because the least amount that I need for ad packs is 10, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to, walk you through the process of purchasing an ad pack. If you haven't done that yet, you need to go back and find one of my previous trainings where I walk you through how to purchase an ad pack. It really is very simple. Okay. Right now I'm in the interface where I purchase a $25 ad pack. Okay, let me make my figures and I'll come back and I'll walk you through purchasing one ad pack, and then I'll walk you through purchasing one ad pack through the processor. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, so I have done my figuring. I know exactly what I have available now in each processor to purchase. So I'll bring up a graphic here to show you what I'm talking about. If I take the $200 away from Payza that I'm going to hold to make my withdrawal later today, then that leaves me with $350 to purchase ad packs. So I'll purchase 7 $50 ad packs from that. Solid Trust Pay, adding the earning balance and the commission together, I have $226. That'll give me 4 $50 ad packs and 1 $25 ad pack. And then the coin payments, if you add the earning balance and the commission together, gives me $119, and from that I will get 2 $50 ad packs and 1 $10 ad pack. Okay, and so I will go ahead and we will purchase from, we're going to click earning and balance commission, and that'll open up an additional box to choose to use the commission balance first. You always use the commission balance first because the earning commission, unless it's in your leader commission, your cash balance, it can't be withdrawn. You have to purchase with it. So the earning balance can be withdrawn. So you want to leave as much there as you can. So use the commission balance first. We're going to pay with Payza. We're going to put 7 $50 ad packs. Oh no, we're at the $25. So the $25, and this is where it's important that you've already made your decisions on where you're purchasing, because we're actually purchasing the $25 right here, $25. We're purchasing that $25 ad pack from Solid Trust. And so we're going to select one, tick the box I agree with the terms and conditions, and pay now. All right, so you've successfully purchased your ad pack. Now you repeat that process. You'll have to go back into the purchase the ad pack, and then you select which banner you want to purchase ad pack on. I always try to keep it spread out. So we'll go ahead. Excuse me. Okay. Now we have our $10. Excuse me, I had to have a drink. We have our $10 and our $50. So we're going to go ahead and purchase our $50 because we've already figured out what we're purchasing and where we're purchasing it from. So it doesn't matter at this point. You've already made your decisions. So you're not clicking and spending money from somewhere that you could have utilized better and you're going, oh shit, why did I do that? You can't get it back. So make your decision before you go in and actually take the action, okay? So now that I've already got it laid out, I'm going to select earning balance and commission balance again. Use commission balance first. We're going to start with Payza. And we're right here at the $50 ad packs. I'm going to purchase 7 of those. That's going to spend my $350 that I said I had. Agree with terms and conditions. Pay now. And that leaves me with my $200 that I'll be able to withdraw later. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to spend Solid Trust. And I said I was going to buy 4 $50 ad packs, which means I need at least $200 up there. Let's see what we got. Yep, I've got $203. So I'm going to go ahead and spend that. And then we're going to buy the ad packs with the coin payments. So we're going to select our coin payments. And what did I say? We were going to purchase 2 of those. $100. Do I have it? Yes. Alright, we're going to spend it. Alright, look at that. $20. So this is where I was going to get my $10 one, so that'll leave me with $10. Okay? I'm spending every bit of money that I possibly can while still leaving me with the $200 that I want to withdraw later. And then I have another day to accumulate. I don't mean to say accrue. I used that word in another video too, and that's not the word that I mean. Accumulate enough money in each of these depending on where I want to withdraw from tomorrow. Next withdrawal from Payza, the one after that is going to come from Solid Trust. So you always stay at least 2 steps ahead of yourself. Always plan 2 steps ahead at least. Alright, now we're going to go, I'm going to take you into my Payza back office. I'm logged in back here. You'll see that I have $682 here right now. Okay, now I'll have more money dropping into this as my withdrawal requests that are still waiting to be completed will drop money in each of these processors. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to work with what I've got. Okay, you don't ever want to get ahead of what you have because you never know what's going to happen from one day to the next. So what I want to make sure that I keep here before I start spending this money, I want to make sure that I have enough money to pay for my subscription at the beginning of the month. That's $63. So that I can purchase ad packs at every level. Okay. I also want to, I just had a withdrawal complete to my bank account, so I'm ready to make another withdrawal of $400 to my bank account. Okay, so that's going to leave me with $219 in my Payza account that I can spend on ad packs. All I'm going to need is maybe 100 if I decide to buy it all from Payza. So I know I have enough money in Payza to purchase the ad packs that I need to purchase in order to get my withdrawal availability up to 200. Okay? Now, I also have $400 in Coinbase. So I can use some of that in my paying ads. I can use it in my paying crypto ads to raise my withdrawal availability there, or I can use it in my new program and just keep accumulating Bitcoin to be able to upgrade to the next level in my new program. So, I mean, that's what you have to do. You have to plan ahead. You decide where you want to be, how you're going to get there, and then you implement. And for every single person, it's going to be different. It's going to be different because what you have available is different from the next guy. Okay, I just remembered that I promised to show you how to purchase ad pack from the processor. It's really very simple. It's all the same as purchasing from inside the system. You just make a different selection. So I've already gone in and purchased my last $10 ad pack, and now I'm ready to make my purchase from my processor. So I am in my screen here where I'm going to select what banner I want to purchase my ad pack on. So we'll go with this one here. And we are going to purchase a $50 ad pack. And so we're not going to purchase from any of our balances here. We're going to come down here and choose the payment method. And we're going to select processor. And then you choose which processor you want to use. Alright, so I'm going to use Payza because that's where I have the abundance of money and where I want to spend it. I don't want to spend it from my coin payments. I want to build my other program with that. So I don't want to use that at this time. We're going to select agree with the terms and conditions, and we're going to go ahead and purchase 2 ad packs. That'll give me a $100 purchase, which will automatically make my withdrawal availability increase by $200, by twice of what I'm spending. So I already have $40 in there available right now. Once I make this purchase, that will make my availability at $240. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We've selected the processor. We've told it we want to purchase 2. We've selected that we agree with the terms and conditions. We're going to pay now. And what that does is it transfers you to your payment processor because that's where you're paying from. So you have to log in. And it's going to cost me $105 because of payment fees to Payza, not to my paying ads, but to Payza. Payza needs to make a little bit of money to keep their business running. Everybody needs to make money, okay? So $5 will go to Payza. The other $100 will go to buy my ad packs. Click on continue. And voila, almost done. Just review your payment and shipping details. So it's going $105 will be deducted from my balance. Then I have to enter my PIN. I will be back. Okay, I have my PIN entered. I've gone over the details. I know that I'm paying what I expect to pay. I'm going to click Make Payment. And voila, I have purchased my additional 2 ad packs. Now I can click here and go back to the page, or I can wait for it to, you know, count down to where it's going to automatically return me to my paying ads. And once we get back to my paying ads, you see they say payment was successful. Thank you for your payment. Now let's go back to the overview page. And we'll see that my available withdrawal limit has increased to the $240 that I expected it to increase to, and that my new ad pack purchases have increased to 1,020. Okay, so you know, really it's as simple as that. You just need to pay attention. Okay, so that's it. On with the video. So make your plan. Look at what you have to work with, and no matter how small it is, just do it. It doesn't matter. If you don't do it now, you can't make any progress. Even if it's little itty bitty steps, at least you'll be moving ahead in little itty bitty steps. Don't wait until you can make big giant leaps, because that might not happen. Do it now. Make it happen now. And when you do, and when you focus on that, you'll be amazed at how things change for you. Just because you made the decision to take action, some kind of action. Okay, now that's it for today. This video has gotten way longer than I expected it to be, but I just want to see you guys be successful. I really do. And you're the only one that it depends on. You can blame it on everything else for as long as you want, but nothing's going to change until you change and you make a decision. Simple as that. It's nobody's fault. So that's it. You have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.